Lezi reporting boy ring mafosa declares a toy kujam hasirani nalen voice you smile don't worry I can smile look you vibe true toka east hadi dago where you tukipatana sema hi when he sees when he farm when he my bro come through
tarumbeta zinapiga ni masa tungane majua mtuchonishe mzinga kimada una smile wewe niko happy vile inafaa muku cheki mbulu kila saa nime rise fast na cheki look buda tulichangia kota saibash tuna mzinga nilipapati pati saa tunapati na letu mangu wakati tuna look buda tukiweni tukishinda tunasonga na maswasi na mashida tunashare
A very good evening to everyone who is there with us. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Rythym Scoop Show. I hope your Friday is still moving on smoothly, and I hope you're enjoying your day so far. Karibuni sana once again. We started off our show with an amazing jam that was Ashake. Lonely at the top, and also we went to Jengane, and this consists a lot of artists. We have Bensol, we have Savara, we have Nviri, we have Father Mon, Dofuku, Mandy, and Jovial. I hope we did get to jam and to those amazing hits as we're getting started with our show for today. My name is Katie, and you know we always got money in the building.
What a good beautiful people, what's poppin'? Abaria Gioni. I hope you guys are rather enjoying your day, your morning, your afternoon so far. This is of course the Rythym Scoop Show. It is the last day of the week and I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling good. I'm telling you, a girl is happy. But karibuni sana, do interact with us. Do remember we are live and interactive on all social media platforms. You find us on X, you find us on Facebook, we are live on the website, and guess what, our app is back, so you can go check us out on TV if we are live, and you can interact with us of course on our WhatsApp number 0705 428 388. Interact with us. My name is SH with the money plans each and every day, all day.
Yes, we are here. It's all about arts, entertainment, and culture. So I'm hoping you guys, you are ready to interact with us and also join in the conversation, and do talk to us about what you feel about the conversations of the day, and also how your day is going on so far. Umekuwa aje? This week we have been talking about the too much heat that has been in Nairobi and at the outskirts of Nairobi County. And I don't know if you guys experienced it, but it seems like imerudi normal. Right now we are at normal temperatures, and today has been a little bit chilly. We can say that the temperatures were high than what we were experiencing from last week, and also on Monday we had very high temperatures. But anyway, talk to us. Our WhatsApp number is very active, 0705 428 388 0705 428 388. We're going back to one more jam as we come back with our quotes of the day and also get started with our show officially. This is Otile Brown. The jam is a Bassett featuring Brute Rose. I hope you get to jam and to it, but don't forget to come back with your quote of the day.
Anytime I taste dessert, sijai na kitu kama
the song. It's a new one from Otile Brown featuring Boutros, and I already love it. How do you feel about it, Money?
It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I love it. I have a review. I have a review of the whole album. I guess I've listened to almost 10 songs of the album.
Okay, how many are they?
15.
Okay.
16, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he has done a lot. Like, he has done from genre to genre to genre. People you didn't think would actually sing with, and that's really amazing.
Yeah, I didn't expect one day that we will get a collabo from now Otile Brown with the Boutros, you know.
Music passes boundaries.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, we really needed this, and it's actually sounding very good.
In fact, when he starts singing, you can't even tell that's Otile. He's like, with some horse voice. I'm like, who's that? Yeah, it's him.
Girl, you know I like the way you walk it. You do the missionary in a market. Anytime I taste dessert, sijai na kitu kama hiyo na slap. Hey, kama late night sneaky from the back, baby. Let me ask you why you feel so rude. Hey, isn't it baby 'cause you're telling the truth? Una attitude na mini like those symptoms too. I'm super, so I feel so good. Hey, yes, so that you follow me back. So don't call me acting shy and that. Nikitingisha kidogo na nitingisha back. Nikirudisha mkono unarudisha back. Hey, come on baby, now set the mood. Tuharibu word uko public too. Never been a match, but I like to chew.
My quote of the day says, a positive Friday sets the stage for a joyful weekend.
I have 2 quotes.
Okay.
And my quote of the day is, I don't care if Monday is blue, Tuesday is grey, or Wednesday too. Thursday, I don't care about it. It's Friday and I'm in love. My second quote is, Friday the 13th is still better than Monday the whatever. So happy Friday. I mean, I just love Friday. We are here. Yeah.
Happy Friday to everyone who is there with us. Shout out to David from TikTok. Shout out to D Gams in the building. Shout out to CSIC in the building as well. Shout out to all those who are with us on the radio station, to all those who are with us on the TV, and to all those who are with us on the website.
Like I'm a DJ, you give me meat. Girl, you know I like the way you walk it. You do the missionary in a market, in a market.
I hope you will get to jam onto it. And as we get started with our conversation of the day, I didn't know about an issue with Nyashinsky and the court and the song he did, Watch Watch. Some time back he used the song to advertise for Techno Camon.
It's Watch Watch.
Watch Watch. Watch Watch. Okay, Watch Watch. But I ni Watch Watch. Anyway, Watch Watch. Sawa. Ni sawa Watch Watch.
It's Watch Watch.
Okay, we will play that song.
Yeah, it's Watch Watch.
Okay. For the longest time, I've been saying Watch Watch, but anyway, it's Watch Watch. I'm sorry about that. So as we get to continue, Nyashinsky had an issue with the person with the producer, the Nigerian producer who produced this song, because some time back, Nyashinsky advertised the song, or advertised a Techno Camon 20 using the song, and according to the producer, they were supposed to say according to what they had agreed, they were supposed to share the royalties 50%. But I think Nyashinsky didn't do that. But right now Nyashinsky is in court. He was taken to court by the producer, and the Milimani court has instructed rapper Nyamari or Nyashinsky to provide contract details of his deal with the Techno Kenya Limited in response to a copyright dispute initiated by Nigerian producer Sam Eliependa Jedida. And Jedida alleges that Nyashinsky used their song Watch Watch to promote Techno Camon 20, demanding 50% of the earnings. A pre-trial hearing is scheduled for March 12, 2020. Why? I think somebody messed up with the dates when they were writing this, because this was when I saw it, it was just in news. I saw it today, and I think they messed up with the dates. They are talking about March 12th, 2023. I think it should be 2024. And where Nyashinsky must present the ambassadorship agreement with techno and royalty reports from digital platforms for all disputed songs. And I'm like, okay, now it gets to a point that now your producer is taking you to court of a song you did together because they want a share of the royalties. And I think it's okay if they feel like you should be sharing, and if this was the agreement. But does it have to get to a point that we are going to the court? But also I understand where the producer is coming from, because if I decided not to share the royalties, it means that I was not gonna share it. And maybe I talked to you and you said I'm not going to share the royalties. But if the agreement was now this song is ours, we are going to share 50-50 of whatever we earn from the song, I feel like Nyashinsky did something that was wrong, and he should be paying the producer. But again, I don't know much about that, so it's just information that we got from the internet, and I thought we could talk about it.
Nyashinsky. Now, my thought about it, and this is just an early advice to upcoming artists, and of course Nyashinsky is not upcoming in any way.
Yeah.
Sometimes, Katie, it's really hard for when you're coming on the map to get money for studio sessions. So you find most artists tend to pledge royalties and switch royalties, like, yo, let me give 50% of the royalties or 40%. Anything we're gonna make from this music is gonna be 50-50. Even performance, whenever I perform that song, the money that is getting there, it is our song. You're gonna get money out of it. If it is going to be ambassadorial job, the money I'm gonna make there, there's a cut for you, depending on which song has been used. And of course, for Techno to use that brand, Techno really paid. Nyashinsky is the ambassador, and it's not right for him to actually not give the money. And one thing is that whenever you're gonna do a track, whenever you're going to work and there is no financial agreement, make sure there is a document written down. I always see producers, those who have been in the game for a long time, they come, they say, this is the song we are making, because you know how money I'm producing, I stand for the production and everything, so I have my cut. I have my cut. This is a contract. Any money that is gonna be made, I'm gonna have that. So that is one thing you have to know as an artist. Always write a contract. If you don't write, then somebody is gonna come for you. Probably a producer, probably a videographer. By the time, it's always really hard when they come up, Katie, because you have the producer's cut, you have the videographer's cut. So sometimes the song might make millions and millions of views, but you just have a small percentage as the artist, though you're the main project, you know. It's just the sad part. One thing I've also noticed, kama we ni mjanja, if you just want to get out of this, pay the artist, pay the producer, and let it slide. Like, these producers take advantage. The fact that you don't have money, first of all, they might take 2 to 3 years of their time to master the beat or to mix the music. So utamkaza, because you don't have a right, you don't have the money. But if you have the money, pay him. So because once you pay him, you never know how big the music is gonna be. You might pay him 100,000. Ambia check it, chukua yo 100 yako nifanyie ngoma. He's gonna check. The song is gonna now look at what has made it. I'm so sure it's more than the reason I say even that producer is coming, because it's more money compared to what he expected the song is gonna be. So if you have one time I had BN saying, you guys was giving an advice. You guys just go, there's this producer from UST, Kilimani. Very shout out to DTX. And he's charging a beat and this is the cheapest artist. He's working with Sauti Soul. He's charging, the cheapest is 70,000. The cheapest beat, like mixing and mastering, and there's that one that charges 5,000, you know. But it's quality music. But once you're out there, the music is gonna make millions and millions of money. So if you want to avoid history ya kuvutana na producer, history because you never know, the song might be big, the song might blow your mind, and then now you're an artist, you're getting 10%, and then the producer is getting 20, the videographer, there was somebody for marketing, there was somebody who was organizing, blah blah blah. I mean, if you just get the money, malizana, that is the only way we are going to avoid situations like copyrights, like I did this. If you're buying the song, buy and pay that artist. If you're buying a songwriter, pay that person. Asikuja seme, I have claims of this song, I wrote the song, I was not given my part. Now royalties have to be divided, and the royalties might be big. So it is just so sad if you take advantage of that situation. And if this is true, Nyashinsky, who has been in the game for a minute, he knows better, and this might be a big blow, because even he might end up losing his techno deal because of this stuff, you know, because he is the ambassador, his song has been used. It might lose him a lot of deals. So if you want to be clean, and then, you know, when you're already in the limelight, everybody's gonna come for you. So ikifika point here, they are coming for you. Before they come, make sure your past is cleaned, because if it is dirty, it might affect your future business.
True, very true, very true. So I think Kashmani has said it all. If it's about the producer, just pay him. I think the only thing we can advise these people, if you don't have money to pay the producer, just get a loan, because if you're sure that your song is going to blow up. A person like Nyashinsky though, sidani ni do alikosa.
Probably, I don't know when Watch was released. Let me see, because this is now a 2024 case.
Now Watch a single ya kitambo, we can say it's more than 5 years, sindio? Yeah. It's 4 years.
Yeah, it's 4 years down the line, and probably 4 years Nyashinsky had already come back.
Yeah, and he was doing great.
But again, we can't blame him, Katie. Probably they had their own agreement.
Yeah.
You know, probably you never know what they talked about with this producer. Alafu maybe amemgeuzi at the end of the day. So we never know. Let's hear how they court. But taking a musician to a court might turn to a very big thing. So avoid it. Lipa tu umse. Hata mkubaliane nyuma ya tent. Basi ya withdraw charges and then
pay your 50%.
Exactly.
And I'm sure it's not even a lot of
probably
money.
it's not 50.
50%, nasema 50%, anataka 50%. The producer wants 50% of what he got from the ambassadorship.
Katie, might be millions.
No, I'm talking about the producer. What I'm talking about, the story, let me get it.
The producer wants 50% from the techno deal.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you, might be a lot of money, might be millions and millions of money. That's why he's insisting.
Yeah, and this is why I'm saying,
because I heard he makes deals worth 3 million. He makes deals worth millions and millions of money. So you see why the guy, if it was some trash song,
kama ni 3 million, pay yo 1.5 yake, mmalizane tu. Sometimes let's avoid being greedy, because at the end of the day, if this was an agreement we made, hakuna kufinyilia mwingine. Sisi tulikaa chini kama watu wakubwa. Hata sijaimsikia Jedida. Hata sijawahi jua kuna producer anaitwa Jedida. He's actually Nigerian.
I was thinking probably it's gonna be, what is the name of this big producer from Nigeria? This one for Ayasta. What is his name? Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy.
Yeah, I've heard Don Jazzy. Jedida, what's up?
But shout out to Kay Williams is saying, make that money, ladies. Thank you. And also you're saying, my quote of the day is, I'm shocked that Joby was out here doing strange things for change. And also Kay Williams is saying, Katie, put down that moncha. Man. Also he's saying, I have to go, just stopped by to mess with you, and have a good day, ladies.
I'm already used to Kay Williams. Trust me, there's nothing. It's always pulling up your legs and you say, I'm just joking.
Yeah, he's always like that.
Yeah.
He's called the bestie. But anyway, as we get to continue with our show, there's this woman who is Indian, but they live in Kenya. So the wife of Jayesh Kumar Kanji, an Indian businessman who was murdered, admits that she hired people to harm him and scare him. And
to kill them.
Yes, if you remember the story, this story was reported I don't know, I didn't report this, but I read it somewhere else where this man was found dead, and we had people, perpetrators, or the people who are now accused of killing him, arrested, and they said that they were sent, and the wife was arrested due to the circumstances, and she confessed to playing a role in the brutal murder of her husband. The confession obtained after her arrest on Wednesday revealed that she had orchestrated the torture of her husband as a form of punishment due to ongoing domestic disputes. However, she strongly denied any intentions of causing his death. The wife's arrest was made possible by the analysis of data records from one of the four suspects found, of all whom are currently in police custody. Detectives discovered communication between the wife and one of the suspects, providing evidence of her involvement in the sinister plot leading up to the murder. And this is just crazy. And then the wife comes up and says that I hired a hitman to discipline my husband, not to kill him.
You know, what I remember. Now let me give a short answer. So yeah, it reminds me yesterday when we were having this conversation with men, some other men in this area, very mature men, and we were asking about femicide. Now this is not related. We asked, how about those women who are being beaten in marriages? And they answered, and these are men, they look like our fathers and some even our grandfathers. One was saying, you know, women wanasumbua sana, to the point where you're being killed. You know, you've yapped a lot, you've caused trouble, they were even saying some of them deserve it from the conversations we were getting, and it was so messed up. And then there was this young man, very, very fluent with his talking, a little bit of a stammerer. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, he was a stammerer.
Yeah, so this man was saying, you know, talk out things. And if you are in a place where you feel like you have to kill each other, then there is always an alternative of walking out. Be it the relationship, be it a marriage, be it everything. He said, you guys are talking about, because the men were arrogant, you guys are talking about let's kill, some of them yap a lot, some of them are worth beating, some of them, and I'm like, this man is talking sense. Like, when you relate to this situation of this woman, to an extent where you're hiring people, and the reason as to why you hired people is because this man was actually beating you before. It was domestic, right? So you guys have been beating each other back and forth, fighting, or maybe he has been beating you up. If you say this is the issue, why don't you walk out? Or Indians don't divorce, or Indians don't walk out. You know, sometimes we might talk and probably
maybe this woman is acting this way because she's the one who paid the dowry.
No, listen. From what I really, no, I forgot Indians pay dowry.
Yeah.
No, but at the end of the day, even if they pay the dowry, Katie, the girl still comes to the husband's home. So the husband is still the elder of the family.
House.
Yes, he's still the man of the house. So at the end of the day, roles are not gonna be changed. Whether you're Indian, whether you're Kenyan, whether you're Mexican, whether you're American, whichever nation you're from, the husband is always gonna lead. So at the end of the day, if this man is beating you up, I do believe first and foremost is you just walking out. That is a first and foremost thing. Walk out or go and report. It's always as easy as going out there to go and report. Now, to the fact that you are sending people to come and kill your husband, to come and torture your husband, let me just call you an evil woman. Because I do believe whatever was gonna happen, hata kama wangemvunja, hata kama wangemfanyia nini, it was all still gonna be on you. And imagine how this would be so bad. This woman is just there, bwanake ashavunjwa mguu, amekaa tu hapo na anajifanya tu ajuke kwenye ilifanyika. If he wasn't dead, she would just be like, I'm sorry.
Imagine your kids are growing up knowing that you killed their dad.
That's so crazy, because you guys didn't have the confidence, so you personally as a woman didn't have the confidence to actually walk away. Now, when I was living in Embakasi, there was this woman, Indian. You know the way we have a perspective about Indians are rich. They have money. Most of them in Kenya are not rich. So poor. The ones in Kenya, Katie,
and Parklands.
Yes, I'm talking about the picture we have for Indians,
Yeah.
they live in, a little bit high-end places, in Langata, like not bad places. So I saw this woman, Indian, a little bit old, living with a young guy in a bar. And your balcony she bedsitter. And I used to see them in the morning every day going to buy breakfast, holding each other's hands. And I asked, what dem anafanya nini hapa Embakasi? Because it's weird to see
To see an Indian
because
in the
Embakasi is not rich,
ghetto.
Embakasi is ghetto. So I'm like, huyu anafanya nini hapa hivi? And then the stories now, people are, because she's the only Indian, so everybody will
Knows
know.
her.
So if you just say that Indian and she's speaking Swahili, nowadays they're Kenyans. She knows everything. They're always working together, very in love. And somebody was saying, this one, alifukuzwangwa kwao because she ran out of a marriage, and probably a marriage was not working. So she came. She didn't have, because once you've been sent away as an Indian, you can never
go back.
Because I do remember even at a younger age, I used to have a cousin. So this cousin of mine used to date an Indian guy, and I was young. So cousin yangu, she was already at adolescent. She was like in Campo. So when she's going to see the Indian guy, she's carrying me. Ndio sema alikuwa ameenda na mimi just in case aulizwe, we just went for walks. I was with the kid.
Yeah.
So I was the kid. But I was not smart enough to realize what was happening, because I remember we used to go to a hotel, and then mina baki downstairs, nakula chipo. I was bought for chips. I do remember they bought me out
soda.
Chips and soda and chicken, or even and sausage. And I would just eat there and watch TV like 2 hours. And then she'd go, of course, upstairs. Then come and pick me down. So one time this Indian guy was passing and she was like, hello. And I was like, I didn't know that was the boyfriend. So I when I grew up now, I'm realizing, she was dating this guy, but she cannot be seen with this guy. So anytime they want to have that sexual relationship, they have to meet in a hotel room, they hide. So one day I asked, why are you guys hiding? Like, if he's your boyfriend. And then she said that if he's been found, he's going to be taken back to, he's been found with an African woman. Like, if you've been found dating,
Where will he be taken to?
back
India?
to India. And probably there they're very poor.
Hey, India is
Exactly. Probably, when they come from India to Kenya, it changes a little bit. But probably there they're very poor. So most of them don't want to be deported back. And once the family says no is a no for Indians. So I did realize that is the reason as to why this woman actually walked out. And all Indians were against her. But again, she had the courage to actually walk out. And she was in love. However much it was not what maybe we expect, but you could see they were holding each other, they were walking, they were
And she
together.
was happy.
And she was happy. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say in short, you have the power to walk out. Now, even if you say it was a domestic relationship, the man is already dead. It's not going to be justifiable, because somebody has already died.
How, this is just insane. Now she comes out and try to convince the police or even the court. I was just trying to discipline him. I was not trying to kill him. I was just trying to discipline him. No, this man is dead. So tell us, what discipline is this you are trying to
exactly.
hire men to come and discipline your man?
And probably was not so disciplined, that's why they killed him.
Man, this is so bad. It is so bad, and I wonder how this woman is going to explain to the kids that I killed your dad.
She's going to die in jail behind bars unless she has money to buy. You never know.
It's so sad. This is so crazy and so sad, because at the end of the day, we've had women doing this, we've had even a men doing this, but I wonder, the guilt that comes now with having left children, or having now killed your wife or your husband, and you have your children right there, knowing very well that you killed their mom. Imagine the rage, especially if now there's a man who killed the wife, and these people had boys. Maybe they had given birth to boys. Imagine those boys growing up knowing very well that their dad killed their mom. The boys would also kill the dad.
It's unforgivable. I mean.
It's unforgivable, because you are denying them a life with the mom.
Even if the intention was not that, even if this guy was beating you, it would be something different if you would have reported or walked out. We'd be looking at how are we going to handle it. But the fact that he's already dead, even if he was beating you to death, will never get to understand that point. Yeah, it's giving wale wademonyo na wanga mabwana zao to inherit their properties. It's just giving that, because now we're going to think, why did you kill him? It's not a question of why was he tormented. Why did you kill him? What does he have? And blah 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 blah.
It's just crazy. But moving on to other different matters, yesterday we had demonstrations in Masai Mara University, and these were crazy demonstrations, and this was after they held their elections, and they thought that now the president or the person who had been elected, the cabinet that had been elected, was not the one they voted for. So the opposition party came out and started rioting, and this was chaotic. I saw videos and I was like, damn, this is what is happening. It's just like Uhuru and Raila. It's like Jubilee and ODM right here in Kenya. Man, this is crazy. Imagine, this is a school, but now it's giving a national disaster, political disaster.
Let me tell you, Katie, Campo is serious. It's serious. They invest money. I remember, oh, forgive my manners, when I was a rogue. A guy was from my class was actually campaigning for the president. Akahaya lorry, and people were hanging in the vehicle.
Have you seen the USIU?
No, for USIU is bougie.
Yeah,
let's not talk. I'm talking about a public university where there is lorry and dancers, and looks like the same politics you see here. Like, it gets nuts. When he speaks, everybody listens. I mean, campus politics is just a little bit, or it's just a replica of now the politics that is happening. Even those people that beef, they beef like real. This person speaks and says, no, you're supporting this one, and they don't like each other, and I'm just like, man, it's just president. Like, what comes?
It's just school.
No, but you know, I didn't realize how important it is, because now the school president in Egerton, this is what used to happen. The school president would give tenders to students. So kama mtu wako is the president, you're going to earn more. Now we had like the school messes, the school canteens, and most of these business centers in school were run by students. And the person who actually gives you that shop, and you know, you don't pay rent. No, they don't pay rent. They just run their business. It's a way for them to collect money and funds, and some they pretend like, oh, we are less fortunate, we need money to pay fees and stuff like that. The person who gives the tenders and the shop is the president. So they make a lot of money. Me, I have even friends when you are toka campo. Business is good in that school. They've made money, they've started families, they've bought cars with businesses in school, because people will always eat, students will always buy stuff, CBD will always be working. So there is a cash flow of money. So I realized this is maybe one of the reasons as to why campus politics is like really serious like this. And I was not surprised, because Masai Mara is a public university. And if you see, it's not your person that won. You know, hata ulikuwa unataka kuona tear gas, and all people might have lost their lives on this. It is just crazy.
It was chaotic. I was seeing the videos and I'm like, damn, all this for presidency, all this for an election.
Was it the one that was lying upside down with the legs up? I don't know. I saw some funny videos.
Yeah, I also saw some funny videos. There were people in the middle of somewhere, you know. And the Masai Mara University in Narok was Thursday, February 22nd, closed indefinitely following a day-long riot by students. Some of the students were unhappy with what they called interference with the institution's administration in their elections. They claimed that the management had been interfering with the elections of the students' union. So we are blaming the management of the school for interfering with their elections.
One thing I also noticed is the school always puts who they want. Let me tell you, hata kama wewe unapendwa na nani, the president of the school is going to be the one that the school puts in there, even if you guys vote. I never voted. Hata hizo siku za kuvote, we had off days. I would get early off days. So the school puts, it's the same thing that happens with real politics. They're placed in that position because they have a control of masses of students. When the school wants this done, they put their own person, I don't want to call them puppets, put their own person there, and then they control the mass. It's just more or less the same. Hata ukienda kuvote, say I want this person, I want my person in this chair, you will never get. Whoever the school decides, whoever they even sit on boards, these deans, to decide who is who. Even before that, hata Jalingi anakwambia I'm already winning that. Na wako na kiburi na I don't know where they get
but
money.
you know, mi nashangaanga wanatoanga wapi nini? Where do they get money for campaigns?
See, they save. Katie, they save. Some even take loans because, you know, they are paid salary.
Yeah.
Yes, they are paid salary.
Oh, this is why
They are paid.
This is why they are so bitter when they don't get the
Yes, they are paid salary and privileges. Wanapewa di mahao.
Damn.
In school, like hizo za lecturer, they are given houses to live there.
Damn.
It comes with a lot of privileges. So unapata hii ni nyumba ya president of school. Yeah, ishingi ndani ya shule, anaishi kwa lecturers quarters. He has his own office. He has a secretary. Like it's a whole. Na analipwa salary by the end of the month. Even probably same as the lecturer.
Damn, you know, I saw we had elections right here in MMU. Naona wase wanafanya rallies na manini TX.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, where did you get all
They
these?
hire.
I saw wengine na mafarasi.
Yeah.
Farasi. Niko like, wewe mulitoa wapi?
Yeah.
You're just students. But anyway, you know, I understand this because we have students who also work.
Yeah.
Students who are so grown to a point that they earn and they are still in school.
And rich students.
And
too.
rich students who even drive the BMWs to school and Audis, you know, I've seen such. But I don't think that now school politics should be this serious. Imagine now, even people to a point that they are about to lose their lives just because their person didn't win.
One thing I never fancied is politics. Like I never fancied. I was like, you guys just make a lot of noise in there. But now you realize the effects of politics and how deep it is. You're like, man, you just get, you know, when you're young, you're like, you guys just talk. Politics ni kupiga kelele. But now when you realize the deeper meaning of politics and how dirty it gets, you're like, man, politics is for you to actually get interested in. So yeah, it's not serious, but let me tell you, it is serious. It is serious, and that is why you see noise. That is why you see those tear gas. Mtu wake labda alipeana pesa kwa party. Pesa yake ishaenda hivyo. Now mtu mwingine amewin.
Wanapeananga hadi t-shirts. Damn, these people have money.
And they even bribe. Sisi tulikuwa tunangojanga hiyo lunch ya 50. Tumeline hiyo day yote unasikia, oh, sijui which nini mnabaiwa lunch na sijui nani. Is bribing you with lunch, and probably lunch is just 49 bob. Everybody. But it's a lot of money. He's putting money that anybody wouldn't put. I think because they also on salary, that's why it's not easy. Yeah.
It's not hard. It's not easy, or it's not hard.
It's not easy to let go.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was not easy for them to get money.
No.
But anyway, as we get to continue, you can talk to us and do let us know about the school politics, because where I've seen these things are very serious. Even right now, they are even getting to a point that they are serious than the national election.
Yeah.
But as we get to continue with our show for today, there is something I've seen right here, stranger, and coming from Homa Bay County, and this was reported in February 8th, or on February 8th, and we didn't happen to bump into it, but luckily we bumped into this today. So there are parents who are taking their young girls to get family planning jobs in Homa Bay just to avoid the risk of getting teenage pregnancies.
You know, that's what I've been born there. Like, that's my town.
Damn.
So it's not something I've had new. I used to have a neighbor. And now we're in primary. This was funny. I lived in Homa Bay, born and raised there. My mom still lives there. So what is happening is we are in primary, but there are there's always two notorious mature ones. So one mature one who knows boys already, and you're in class 6, in class 7.
Kuna wengine walikuwa wananiambia mimi niko flat sina matiti, and we are in class 6, and I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, so I remember in primo, they had boyfriends. I'm like, boyfriend like at high school. The boyfriend is in high school, and me, I was the one that would report people. mimi nilikuanga ule mtiaji. Nikishapewa viboko mbili, I'll say everything. This one and this one and this one. And
yesterday you were lying to us that you would keep a secret.
I know I wouldn't, because I used to be a teacher's pet. I was a puppet, let me call myself, because they would take me to the staff room, give me tea and I would spit. Now people wouldn't want to tell me stuff. They knew I was. And then now when you're a prefect, it becomes different, because you'll snitch.
You'll have to snitch.
Yes, because that is why you are put in that position. So I was snitching a lot. So we had these two notorious ones. I don't want to call their names.
They might be listening.
They are my friends. So one had a boyfriend in high school. The other one had big titties. She's already big. Unasikia stories zake alienda kushikwa matiti sijui wapi, niko like what?
Where hata una?
You don't know anything. Like you're scared of boys. Like it's a taboo for us. When we grew up, it was like a taboo. You don't even speak to boys. Like if he's not competing in class, that's it, period. And now this one girl used to be our neighbor. So while she was our neighbor, story yake ilishafika shule eti akona machali. Even teachers knew. And they were two. So they were enemies with each other, because they were first mature and enemies with each other. I think they were enemies because probably one was dating her boyfriend during holidays. Stuff like that. It was funny. So one was my neighbor, like real neighbor. We were family friends. And then one day, my mom, this girl just grows. Like she's grown, Katie. Adi akona mwili ya mtu ako form 3. And we're in form 1. I'm like, how? Maybe she's just big body. Kumbe ni family planning. And guess who was taking her?
The mom.
The mom. And
did she know?
Yes. Now the reason as to why I asked, why is this happening? And mamaka ko like, mi naogopa. She knew she was active, because that your story yake am a boy. It was already known. Everybody knew. So mom knew this one is active. She might get pregnant. So let me go take her to family planning. And the other one was also on family planning, and we're in class 8.
And these girls are barely 15.
We are class 8, we're like 14, 15, right? So it didn't hit much. The excuse was I'm trying to help
the daughter
for her to avoid getting pregnant and all that. So that is their excuse. That is why I do relate. When it comes up when you meet at home, I've had that experience, have seen. And it is just crazy, because I don't know your thought. Do you think they're really helping, or it is bad?
No, this is very bad, because this child is maturing. Imagine, Shmani, if your mom started giving you or started introducing you to family planning at the age of 14, 13, 15. Do you know that your body would be like, you'll mess up with your body, you'll mess up with your hormones to a point that, okay, we know very well.
When do you think is the right time to actually have it?
I don't think there is a right time to start a family planning, unless you have a family, you've agreed, and you've gone to consult the doctor, which is the right one. But I don't advocate for family planning like these unnatural ways, because sometimes they end up getting effective. Now, if we are talking about a child or a girl who is
do you prefer an early pregnancy or give her the injection?
No, Shmani, I would not give her the injection. I'd rather have a baby that I'll get to Nini, because look at this way. At the age of 15, Shmani, that is when your body is maturing. Imagine when your body is maturing. This is a sometimes when I was in primary school, I had not even started seeing my menses. So, like, I'm not active. So imagine I'm taking in family planning pills, and I'm not. No, let's just say, for instance, because there was a bill also in Uganda promoting this and proposing this, and it's still on, that has not been debated. But imagine at the age of 15, you're already taking birth control, and it's like your body is developing. Imagine now to an age, or to the age you want to get pregnant, you've been like you've been controlling birth since you are 15. But imagine the age you want to get pregnant. Don't you think that this is going to affect your health? I think it is going to cause a lot of effects. And also,
but again, now these people, these doctors that actually wanadunga watu, don't you think they know it's not right?
They know very well it's not right. they know very well it's not right.
But
It's the parents. I think the people to blame right here. Even the girls don't know anything about family planning, right?
also the doctors are not right because because first and foremost, this is not a mature person. You see, this one is a kid. Really. And I do believe family planning, it's you to decide at a right age. Personally, you've grown, you've understood your body, you've understood your sexuality and all that. Now you decide, am I going to be taking family planning? I think that is the right time. Your decision, when you are mature enough to know the effects, to know everything and understand everything about family planning. But this one that is taken, also I want to blame these doctors because it's not ethical.
It's not even
It's
legal.
Yeah, it's not legal. It's not ethical. First and foremost, as a doctor, you are taught in schools you cannot make such mistakes. And ask yourself, why do they do this? Maybe mama amemtumia pesa hapa, amempea pesa kidogo, mdunge.
And they know very well that these injections they are giving to these girls are not even detrimental to their fertility.
Exactly.
Because this is going to affect them. And you know, some time back I was giving out a story on the Wellness Wednesday how I went and got a family planning injection for 3 months and this thing never worked well for me. The doctor who injected me, but I realized it was my mistake. I had not done proper research. So the doctor who injected this injection to me told me you're not supposed to see your menses completely. So after I took the like this injection is supposed to like go for 3 months, but in the course of the first week, my periods. The next week, I'm spotting. Like I spotted for a whole 3 months.
So you see that
like continuously, and you know now I had to go even to a hospital, and like I was even asking, is there a way I can remove this? And they were like, there's no way. It was an injection. So you have to wait for it, and it got to a point that now I have to control it with another pill. And I'm like, man, how did I get myself into this?
I think also these doctors don't give proper unajua Katie, maybe I do believe if I want an injection, I don't know anything. So even if I go and research medical terms, I won't understand. This is why when I'm coming to a doctor, he's supposed to know this one is the right one, this is for this, and instruct you well, and you know what you're taking.
So when I went to the hospital, now to a different place, like a real hospital, because this injection I was given in a pharmacy. So the doctor tells me, which injection did you take? She told me, you took a hormonal injection. That is not right. It's not okay because it's going to tamper with your hormones and it can mess you up. But I'm happy that you didn't take it for long, because this was you didn't take the long one because this is for 3 months. But now imagine if you had taken for like 5 years. What would be happening?
And I would much blood loss.
I would be bleeding every month for 5 years. Imagine. And I was like, damn, never again, never in my life, Shmani. Imagine every time you're seeing your blood, every time.
And you know, it's not also healthy because the moment you're spotting, you're losing blood. And you might be getting sick, unashanga, why am I having migraines? Because if you don't have enough blood in your body also, it brings a lot of other side diseases. So that is why I'm saying, it is ni kazi ya huyo daktari mwenye anafaa kukudunga, kukuelezea hii dawa ni ya hii ndio inafanya hivi na hivi, educate you. And of course to these kids who are being I'm wondering, okay, unamdunga you know, the what is it called, family planning, right? She goes have sex, ujamfunza about HIV, ujamfunza about STIs, UTIs. You've not taught these kids. So for you, only pregnancy is the biggest fear. This is giving a mother who doesn't care, a mother who doesn't care about the child's health. They only care about themselves. I don't want early pregnancy in this house.
I don't want embarrassment in the community. And you know, I was even thinking to myself,
this is what they always say.
This is what they always say. So I'm like, okay, giving this child a family planning is like allowing them to have sex anyhow. It's like giving them a certificate. You can just go and have sex with anyone. But just like you said, have I taught my child about now the STIs and STDs? So I'm like, so this parents, they'd rather stay away or stay off pregnancies and get HIV.
Exactly.
And nurse HIV forever.
Yeah.
You know, this is not right, and it's not right actually
It's
coming
giving
from
ourselves-
parents. You know, parents think that they are protecting their daughters while they are actually putting them in
Much
danger.
danger.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's giving like a very selfish mother.
Mhm.
Like it's not giving a full-time parent. And most of them you find are mothers doing this to their own daughters as if they have never been mothers and girls before. I expect a mother to be really, really understanding. Teach your kids at early ages. There is you and I do believe when taught rightly, Katie, you're gonna live rightly.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I look at people at elder ages and I'm like, man, unaweza jua huyu alireziwa aje. You know, this was brought up nicely. This was brought up in this type of family, and they don't make mistakes. Like they might make mistakes because they are human beings, but mistakes of this one, the way this one talks to people, you can tell this one was brought in a good family. This one was raised that the way this one behaves, even with their relationship, even with their men, you can tell that this one was brought up like this. So if you bring up your child rightly, umfunze hivi na hivi, hata hiyo story ya pregnancy utaikuwa nao na she, you'll never have it because you brought up nicely, you taught her, she understood, and she's seen example through you and people who have grown. So there is no need of even worrying about she's gonna get pregnant, she's gonna embarrass me. She knows there is HIV, she knows there is UTI, she knows there is STD, she knows there is a pregnancy, and she knows this is the right time and this is when I should get pregnant, and they live through the right bringing. Yeah.
When I was young, there was a place we used to go and visit. These people were rich. They were rich. Like we could go as our family. My mom, my mom, and now the siblings.
Yeah.
We could go there. So these people, they had like their children were at my age right now.
Yeah.
Like they were 20s, 23, 24. So every time these children, remember I'm still young. I'm like 10.
Yeah.
So every time, I didn't know a condom at that time, but I would see every time they would come, we're there, they would come there telling their mom, we are going to whose bash today? You know, we're going to John's bash today. John is just an example. We're going to John's bash today, and of course it's at night. You know what the mom used to do? She would go to her room, get some condoms, and give each one of them. Make sure you protect yourself. And this was a son and a daughter, and I was like,
How old were they?
They were like I'm saying they were at my age right now. No, like right now.
No, but that time when they were being given condoms,
They
how old
were
were they?
my age right now.
So you were like 10?
No, I'm saying, okay, you're not getting
Oh,
me.
they were your age right now.
By right now.
I
So-
don't disagree with that.
Yeah, they were 23. So I'm saying this was like something good, but you know, at that time I didn't know what were condoms and everything. So I was coming to think about it when I was grown, and I could say, hey, kina Sheila walikuwa wanapewa condoms na mama yao. You would never see my mom cannot do that even at this age, you know. And I was like, hey, they had good parents. You know, their parents, they had to have, or maybe they would
had a conversation.
yeah,
before.
of course, they must have had a conversation about sex, about everything, about how you're supposed to protect yourself, to a point that their mom is so confident and so comfortable with giving and packing them condoms whenever they are leaving for a party.
It depends also with how you've grown and how free your kids have become. Katie, personally, when I look at how I've been grown, how I've grown up with the relationship of my mom and stuff like that, we didn't have that kind of relationship. And most of the people for African families are like me. I can attest most of the people don't have those conversations with their parents. And even when you ask me at this age, what would you like to change about, you know, the parents back then and now? And all I always say is I want communication and freedom within my kids. I want them to be comfortable coming to tell me I have a boyfriend, this is what is happening. I can't go tell my mom. Even today if she asks me, Shmani, do you have a man? No.
You're even afraid that today.
I still think about should I say yes? You doubt that, you know, because of the way you were raised. But now when you look at parents who have been, me I used to see, and I don't know why they were rich. always the rich ones are the ones that are always free. Yes, I used to wonder, we are nambiaje mamake.
Maybe they used to attend to seminars that ours couldn't afford.
I don't know, but it always had to happen with most of them were rich.
I've had rich people go to parenting seminars.
Only that.
Ours, we never saw that. They only go to clinics. This is our mama.
I don't know,
but
but it's a beautiful thing when your kids come to you and talk to you about stuff. In Africa is different. Maybe in the States, you find them really, really open. Unasikia squeeze even on TikTok, unasikia mtoto ako 3 years anasema, but daddy, I have a boyfriend. And I'm like, you're just 3, come on, and this is so bad.
What do you mean, boyfriend?
What do you mean? And the father is like, not now, sign here. I don't know if you've ever seen sign here till CD when you are 30. You know, I've seen those jokes. Of course, it's maybe for content and stuff like that. So this shows you the freedom that comes in with different places and different people. Now, if you are free with your kids and they come to you, I feel like it's a good gesture to teach them. And even, you compare, okay, I'm giving you a condom, go and protect yourself. Go, I know you're a youth, I understand you might go and do this and this. And this, I might not be there, but at least you're protecting yourself. Yeah.
Mwana Mtiti, I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm seeing the term Mombasa and your girlfriend and kuna mtu hakushiki simu hapa hivi. And sijui kama ni wewe ushiki simu ya mwana?
No, Mombasa tena.
Ni kama ni he's saying he's joking lakini.
Haya mwana.
I thought it was you. Wow. Ati nilikuona Mombasa sasa tena ushiki simu.
Haya mwana is us, you know here.
Yeah, I know mwana. So I was like, I'm not getting you. Sikuelewi.
It's not me, so it might be Shmani.
But anyway, family, we are wrapping it up right here. Asanteni sana for being with us throughout the week. I hope you have enjoyed being with us. I hope you have enjoyed the conversations we've been bringing to you. And I hope to see you next week on Monday, early in the morning on The Vibe Show. Please make sure you stay safe. Make sure you take a lot of water. I mean, hydrate. And also remember to don't drink and drive. Don't drink and walk.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being with us throughout the week. It's been amazing. And shout out to all the new listeners who are here. Stay here, stay put. And don't forget, each and every day I'm going to tell you our app is back. So go and download it on Google Play Store. Bigger and better. I promise you, you'll love this one. We're even on TV. I mean, I'm on TV. You can imagine. Just, I need a makeup artist and someone to dress me and lights off, stuff like that. But we are back. It's a good app. Go check it out. And thank you for tuning in. See you guys on Monday. Keep it safe through the weekend. We want to see you here. Mwah.
Yes, mwana wa Mtuti anasema mmefunga kazi mapema. Jameni, hata sisi tunahitaji kupumzika, lakini usijali, Monday tuko hapa hivi, same place. I'm leaving you with this jam location. Too many location. Leo ni furahi day.
Then I'll be right there. Come check you, my baby. No time.
Shout out to Patrick. Patrick unanijua aje? This Patrick, by the way, knows me personally. No, now this is a different person. He joined me on my show and he's talking about some personal things, and this is somebody who knows me personally. Sasa saizi ananiita jina yenye kila mtu aniita.
My dog is on probation.
Mwana Mtiti anasema tuchukue flight ya 7 PM tuingie Malindi.
No time.
See my nigga off probation. The boyfriend's on a waiting thing, looking for one wish on a raging thing. I prayed that girl, outrageous thing, but she can't see cause I got shades and thing. Bad girls wanna throw shade and thing, no shade, what shade is your foundation? Dark is grey, the shade I'm in. 49 more if your babes wants it. I had me a famous thing, goals and things, gains and things. My house party, a base station.